Hi. All right, we'll go ahead and start with our opening prayer. I'm going to share the text here. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahana Bhunaktu Saha Viryam Karavavahai Tejasvina Vaditamastu Mar Vivishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Jai Ma. So at our women's circle on Monday night, there was some discussion on this is a women's circle. Why are we talking about men? Was essentially the core of it. So I said Jai Ma because I really want to thank the mother, and the mother represents wisdom and creative force, and that knowledge that comes to each of us. And although this text may talk about Rama, who was a warrior or became a warrior, it's just a story. It's just a story to illustrate what each one of us go through, whether we're man or a woman. It doesn't matter. So if you're new to this, I ask you to try and listen with the heart and move beyond the intellect, or that ego voice that keeps saying, but we should be doing this a bit differently. I shared also in this group that the reason why this text was the one that stood out to me is because it's been really helpful for me. All I want in sharing this is that others are able to experience peace, and that's what this text illustrates for us, is the journey from essentially not peace to peace. So today we'll go ahead and start with section 8. Dasharatha is in distress. So if we remember from yesterday, Swami Jyotirmayananda says King Dasharatha represents the ego self. So he's in distress, which we also talked about, that sometimes this journey is really, really difficult for our egos. Having listened to the request of sage Vishwamitra, King Dasharatha lost his wits and was confounded. He spoke in a pleasing tone. O sage, Sri Rama is not yet 16 years of age. I do not see that he is fit for fighting the terrible demons. I shall myself fight for you with my vast army. Sri Rama is a mere child. He does not possess mighty weapons. He is not conversant in the science of war. He has been brought up in luxury, in the midst of gardens and delightful pleasures of life. Further, lately Sri Rama has been undergoing mental distress. He has grown weak and emaciated. He does not eat or drink properly. Out of the various pleasures fit for a righteous king, I deem the best pleasure is that of having a son. It is only after intense austerity and expectation that I have been blessed with these 4 sons, Rama, Lakshmana, Bharata, and Shatrugna. O sage, I cannot send Rama with you. He is tender in age, tender in body, and an unskilled fighter. Further, please tell me who the demons are with whom you require. It looked like it ended there for a minute, so we'll see how this works. Who are the demons with whom you require Rama to fight? If they are Ravana or his son, Meganda, or even Marichi and Subahu, I will not be able to render any help to you because they are unconquerable demons. Again, also, if you're coming to this, I urge you to not get too caught up in the names. It'll come. The stories will come. The underlying meaning will come. So he says he will not fight he will not let his son fight certain demons. Therefore, O Vishwamitra, having my inability to help you in this matter, please pardon me and ask no more for Sri Rama, without whom I shall not live any longer. Swami Jyotirmayananda says, this section depicts the concern of the ego as the soul tends to move on to its deeper identity as cosmic expansion. Ego is unable to understand the spiritual majesty of the soul and the divine grace inherent in the advent of Vishwamitra, or universal love, that seeks Rama to destroy the demons of darkness. So when we start this, we don't understand what the glory is at the end of this process. Though unwilling in the beginning, the ego must allow the soul to rise beyond all limitations of the mind. It must allow itself to be dissolved in the process of spiritual realization. Vishwamitra's anger in the following section is symbolic of the vitality of the soul when it allows its intention of self-realization to be understood by the ego. And I realize I'm not sharing my screen, so let me do this. Section 9 is Vishwamitra's anger. King Dasharatha's eyes were full of tears as he refused the request of Vishwamitra. At this, the sage grew angry and said, O king, it does not befit a king born in Raghu's line to render his words false. How is it that you are not able to keep your promise? I will go back as I came. May well betide you and your family, O Dasharatha. As Vishwamitra grew angry within, the earth quaked, and the gods in the heavens were terrified, knowing not what might be the intention of the mighty sage. Then sage Vasistha, in order to appease the anger of Vishwamitra, spoke, O king, you are endowed with excellent virtues and prosperous conditions. It does not benefit thee to relinquish your dharma. It is by virtue of your dharma alone that you are now famous in the three worlds. If a king does not follow dharma, righteousness, how can his subjects follow the same? Dharma being what is righteous action. How do we act in the world according to our karma? Remember how the mighty kings of ancient times kept their words even at the risk of their lives. If you do not keep your word, you will be destroying your merits and the fruits of your virtuous actions. Therefore, please give Sri Rama to Vishwamitra. Just as nectar is protected by the might and power of sage Vishwamitra, Sri Vishwamitra is endowed with great skill in archery and knows the use of all divine weapons. He had been a peerless warrior and valiant king. No one can fight with him, whether he be God, Kinara, or any being. When Vishwamitra was practicing austerity, the divine Rudra, or Lord Shiva, conferred on him the spirit of many powerful weapons. All these spirits serve him as bound slaves. Therefore, do not be afraid to allow Sri Rama to assist sage Vishwamitra in the performance of his sacrifice. And just remember, as Swami Jyotirmayananda's commentary said, that all of this is symbolic. All of this is meant to meet us at a level we may not be able to reach otherwise. All right, we will go ahead and close. Om Purnamida Purnaminam Purnat Purnamudashate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Om Peace Peace Peace. Om Bolo Satguru Shivananda Maharaja Ki. Om Bolo Shri Swami Vishnu Devananda Maharaja Ki. Jai to Swami Jyotirmayananda for providing us this translation, and jai to all of the masters.